G'day guys, welcome to my Sunday football review. We obviously had two games today. We had the Raiders and the Tigers to start us off. We had the Sharks and the Dragons just finish up, which I did a live stream. And most of the time when you see a live stream or a match day vlog, there probably won't be a review, so it won't be a common thing that happens. But for this situation and for the round one, I guess Eels and Broncos a bit different. But let's get into both of these games and dissect them. First thing I want to say, he came up with some good plays, but for the most part, Canberra tonight should be putting up some missing posters for Jack Whiten. He was quiet as hell that game. George Williams really stepped up as the leading half. I think one thing I've got to consider though, I feel like with Josh Hodgson coming back, because he's not that fast, but he's very creative with his plays, unlike Starling with his speed, who's not currently in the 17, which surprises me a little bit. You've got lots of quality there, but I feel like, I don't know, if someone was to go down, you need not just forwards. I could see Ryan James moving into a centre role, and Curtis Scott to the wing if one of the wingers was to go down, but I do question that a little bit. But yeah, Jack Whiten, really quiet game. Ryan James, it was really good to see him back on the field and play football. I thought he had a really fantastic game. Sebastian Kris in the first 10 minutes, quite good. But then for the second half, I really didn't see much from him. I love Josh Papali. I thought he was really, or Papali'i, we have to call him now, apparently. I don't understand that. But anyway, Josh Papali'i was quite quiet throughout this game. As I mentioned, George Williams was fantastic. My man of the match for this was probably Hudson Young. I had him as my try scorer as well. So that was a nice little value bet there. Let me know what you want to see involved in the try scorers. Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking of doing a pick six, where I include 6 try scorers across the 8 game, and we kind of tick them off as we go. I picked a few this week with Ronaldo Mulitalo, Dallin Watene-Zelezniak, Bradman Best, Hudson Young, Justin Olam, and James Tedesco double. So not bad there. I was pretty happy with those picks that I did pick throughout the games across round one. But I thought the Raiders and Tigers game was actually quite good. Felt like old style footy. I don't like the new rule in regards to a try being given and the bunker has the power to decide whether it's a try or not after being given. I think it's a really stupid rule. Either go upstairs or don't award it at all. We need to have faith and trust and respect for our referees. We haven't for a while now, and it's kind of led to these moments, but I think we need to go back to the old ways. I didn't appreciate that. Let's talk about Daine Laurie. Now, Daine Laurie had a fantastic game for the West Tigers. We've seen a few of his classy moments at Penrith, but not too much of him. He's got a lot of potential. He's in for a huge season. He could be carrying the West Tigers just like Harry Grant last year. The Tigers started this game really well. Their forward pack led the way. They were getting downfield really well. They scored the first try of the match and definitely set themselves up with an opportunity. But it was just like last year with the second half of Canberra Raiders. They come out firing and they win game by some significant scorelines in this situation. I tipped 30 points to 10. But in the end, it was 30 points to 12, sorry. So, yeah, kind of close. A little bit disappointing at how close I actually was. But, yeah, I thought the Raiders were pretty good for the most part. Ryan Sutton got a lot of touches to the ball, a lot of run meters post-contact, so quite impressed with what I saw from him. Really good to see Bailey Simonson, especially under the high ball. Clockstad was quiet. He scored a really good try, had a really good moment with a really good line break. Good to see the speed about him. For the most part, thought him and Whiten, 2 players who really step up for the team, were quite quiet. Hudson Young looked quite comfortable in jersey number 11. I think he's a really talented player. And Joe Tarpany, he looks like he could back up just how good he was last season. He was absolutely incredible. But for me, I think Hudson Young, man of the match. As I said, I like what I saw from the West Tigers in the first half. They didn't really show up in the second half, unfortunately. Jimmy the Jet didn't get a lot of plays, didn't get a lot of ball. James Tarmo was quite good, but Daine Laurie was just a revelation for this side. And the hooker, Jacob Little, scored a try. Besides that, I just didn't see any Harry Grant about him in regards to the way that he did play. So not expecting a huge season from the West Tigers. There were some promising signs there. I think both losing sides, both the Tigers and the Dragons, have promising sides, but again, I expect these two teams to be in the bottom 4. Moving on to the Dragons and the Sharks. Again, hate this rule with the Cody Ramsey try being given. Cody Ramsey puts all on the line, gets injured, and then the try taken away. Thought the Sharks came out firing off the Dragons' errors. I didn't think the Sharks played great. The referee was absolutely on their side, and if you disagree, that's up to you, but the refereeing was quite poor. I think it was poor towards both sides, but more so towards the Dragons. The Dragons had opportunity, and they couldn't capitalise them. At one point, they took the lead, which was given off them due to this new rule. Matt Duffy was fantastic. You know what? I thought Aiden Tolman, for his debut at the Sharks, was quite good as well. Who else? Jack Bird wasn't great. He was quite quiet. Adam Clune looked really comfortable in number 6, so it was good to see more of him running the ball and more of Ben Hunt in regards to the kicking game. Thought it was a really good game from Andrew McCulloch through the middle. He looked quite dangerous. We saw some really good attack from the Dragons at points, but I thought their defense was a lot better than their attack. They weren't really letting the Sharks always get downfield like we saw with the Rabbitohs in the Charity Shield. As for the Sharks, I thought Braden Hamlin-Uele was quite good, but for me, I feel like Sione Katoa has to be the man of the match. He was involved so much for a winger. He was playing like a fullback today. Will Kennedy was a close second, and then Braden Hamlin-Uele. So, yeah, I think the Sharks played well. I didn't think either team played great. A lot of drop ball, a lot of error. It was wet weather footy. What do you expect? Quite enjoyed the fight though. A little bit of rivalry there, but I'd probably give the Raiders and Tigers game a 7 out of 10, and I'd probably go with a 4 to a 5, probably a 4 out of 10 for the Sharks up against the Dragons. But let me know what you guys think. Which game did you enjoy more? Are you looking forward to round 2? There are some stinkers coming up in round 2. Really looking forward to round 3. I wish round 3 was this week. But yeah, we've got footy back. 1 round gone. I think I got 4 or 5 tips out of 8. I think 5 tips out of 8. I might have to double check that. I could be wrong. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of the new format in regards to the match day vlogs. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I've got to follow these guidelines. Tomorrow I'll be doing an NRL traders break, so get excited for that. And yeah, smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on. We'll see you guys mainly on Thursday for the Storm and the Eels vlog. But for those who watch my tips, I'll see you there.